dear. Well, I've missed this. God, oh, I've missed this. I've missed this a lot. Right, so I am off out. First ride of the year, which is really embarrassing. I'm a month and a bit later than intended to start my year riding. Those of you that know me know that I fell over a dog toy, fell down some stairs, broke a couple of bones in my foot, put my head through a door in the same incident. That was fun. Got concussion, went away. That's when I realised I'd got concussion, which was rather embarrassing. At that point, I had the rather unfortunate misfortune to realise, oh, I don't feel too great. Got home and I picked up a bit of a flu bug, which then turned into the delightful, what you call, let's try not to run this lady over, upper respiratory tract infection, which lasts for about a month. What I have to do is leave it for a good 3 to 4 weeks, and only then, if it's still not getting better, I'm going to take antibiotics, but I try and avoid it if I can. So I had lost basically 2 months riding. So I was supposed to go on the Dragon Rally, and we had a slight issue at home, which I don't need to go into. It's nothing major, but it meant I couldn't actually go to the Dragon Rally. I went to the signing on, got my ticket, but that was as much as I managed to successfully achieve. So really disappointed. I missed loads of people I was hoping to say hi to. I was very disappointed about that, but hopefully everyone had a good time. And I just really have been desperate to get out. The only time we've had decent weather has been on Saturdays and Sundays. And Saturdays and Sundays are when we get all the Muppets round here. And it's not very pleasant when you can just leave it. So I thought, discretion being the better part of valour and all that sort of stuff. So I thought, no, I'll take it nice and easy and wait. Well, I've been itching to go, and this is the first day where the weather isn't shocking, that I've been able to get out. I mean, we've been having 65, 70 mile an hour winds in Dyffryn Mumbai, which is the valley just the other side of the Llanberis Pass. So yeah, we've been having some pretty horrendous gales and wind and rain. It's very wet, and quite frankly, it's just not worth the hassle. It's not worth hassle. Apologies if you hear any of these bleeps in the background. It's notifications regarding something that I'm doing. So what have I been doing in the winter? Well, I've been very busy. When I retired, I promised myself to catch up on a few of the things that I had missed out on as a youngster, that I'd promised myself I'd do, but for one reason or another I didn't do. And so I started metal detectoring. I actually did that a long while ago, but I was still working, so I started that. Since I've been up here, I had to give it a rest because of just being busy, really, and also for a long period of time it would be, and this sounds really funny, but it would have been too hard work for me. Look at that, it's lovely over there. It just would have been horrible for me. So now this year I'm beginning to get to a state of fitness where I could do it. So I got all my gear out and I've been testing it, So I'm hoping to get back out and doing some detecting. Now, when I was a teenager, I was hoping to study electronic engineering and get into that kind of thing. And one of the things I wanted to do was amateur radio. Now, I know that sounds really geeky and really boring, and that was one of the reasons I didn't do it. But the biggest reason was you had to take exams, and I was taking lots of exams at the time, and the thought of having to do an exam in Morse code was something that I just couldn't get my head round. It's one of those things that my neurodivergent self just went, it doesn't make sense, and don't do it. Now, it was really irritating because my dad could do Morse code and was proficient in Morse code. But for the exam, you needed to do Morse code. Well, to my surprise, roll on to 2025, last year, and I suddenly found that all that's changed over the years. I happened to stumble upon a video of somebody on YouTube, I don't know who it was, and they were saying about these different exams. I had a quick look at it, and wow, there are 3 exams you could take. You go for the foundation, the intermediate, and then the full license. The biggest difference being the amount of power you can transmit with. I won't go into the details because it's really a bit geeky, and I'll save it for another video. But essentially, you can enter the hobby and do stuff with it by doing the intermediate exam. So I decided to take it seriously and study for it. So during the autumn and the winter, yes, I went and studied for the exam and took it. I passed, first time of asking. I do not like failing exams, so I did put a bit of effort in. And so a lot of my time has been spent trying to learn more about that hobby. And it's a bit of a guilty secret of mine, you know, it's not exactly yet glamorous and exciting. So it's not CB, it's the stuff that you need licensing for. I don't know whether you know, but CB radio, citizen band radio, you used to have to pay for a license, and it wasn't very good. It has changed and developed, and for the last 12 years, or 11 years at least, you've been able to enjoy different levels of power and other frequencies and what have you, and you don't need license for it. So it's a different setup, whereas radio amateurs can run with quite a lot of power, and it can cause, or it has the ability to cause, huge amounts of problems. So hence why you have to have several exams passed. So I've been doing that during the winter months. So there you have it, that's what I've been up to. I hope you found that interesting at least, and I hope that also went some way to explaining why I haven't been around. Apologies to that for everybody, but I am still around, I'm still here, I'm still making a nuisance of myself, and you'll start seeing some videos coming up very, very soon. In the meantime, thanks for bearing with me, really appreciate it, and thanks for supporting the channel. Cheers for now, see you again soon. Bye!